Hello, everyone, and welcome to Eugene, Oregon, where it appears my eyes have to be deceiving me. I'm looking skyward. There's liquid coming down from the sky, and everyone knows it never rains in Austin Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Ducks will boot it away to start the game. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything...
Fires the pass, intercepted. Touchdown, Oregon! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3 and out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The Aggies really able to gig him that time on the option run.
And this is a proud fan base, and they want to see offense. They want to see fun, high-flying offense, and they want to see a guy at the quarterback position that can absolutely make plays.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. They want to run this quarterback. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. A run for the quarterback. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. DB's right up on the receivers. They want to throw it. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of the matchup, and getting in for the score.
I wasn't leaving him open. That mean-ass screen you was setting is a bad motherfucker, boy. Man, bro, off of all of them, bro, at least half them hoes, nigga, was off the screen.
And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
He makes 6 meters, bro. That shit is crazy.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25.
It's not like me, man. That nigga beat me with ink.
Bunch formation for these receivers. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this defense knew coming in, they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Yo, all right, bro.
Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Texas A&M going quickly. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? On the option. He'll pitch it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. And that pass is intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Calls his own number. Across the 45. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. On the move. Nice move there. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
This quarterback really is going to have to be aware in this game of trying to find lanes to throw into when he's throwing over the middle of the field, because this D-line does a great job getting their hands in there.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. The option look. Got it inside the 15. Nothing but green ahead. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. They'll try to get it in with the run. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. You can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. Good right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 7 over Eastern Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
The give to the back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he...
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They're trying to get to it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Ducks in the hurry up. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab on the left. At the 35, he's open. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw. That pass is incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Motion from the offense. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. It's complete to the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Tempo and overdrive. He's looking to throw it. He wants to go deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Texas A&M going up tempo. On the move. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Right, nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They're bringing heat. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Touchdown, Texas A&M.
How do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing.
Texas A&M.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
Set to kick this one away.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Ready to go back to work on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fired in there, but incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Offense gets set for second down. The back goes in motion. He's back to throw on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll throw it on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. To the end zone and is picked off. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They're going to go to the air on third and short. He's got it down the left. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Here comes the option. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. Texas A&M going quickly. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Running back searching for a hole.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll ride his man on the option. Still running at the 40. Open runway ahead. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie!
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Oklahoma State is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 21 over San Jose State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. Oh, there's the ball! Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to... He's loose! Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Ducks are rolling down the field. Using his feet. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Across the 15. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas A&M 31, Oregon 21.
The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Now on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Quarterback will audible. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. This quarterback part of their running game. Oh, look out, the ball's free.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense bounces back.
A designed run for the quarterback. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. Looking for an open area to his left. Floats it out in space. Bounced off his feet. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Stumbled to the ground.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with his speed.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pocket starts to collapse. That quarterback was doing his best Houdini, escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to it. From the gun, he'll try to throw. They got him! Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board.
And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on 4th down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a turnover? Can you at least get a quick 3 and out to give yourselves a chance to win?
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the 4th quarter, you got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
Just going to keep it after the snap. The expressway is wide open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. He's going to pass. Looking deep. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
They'll throw it on 1st down. Coming after it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Goes to the option. The pitch. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. He wants to throw it. Feeling some heat. They got him. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive, you want to get touchdowns, you don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this, but now you get no points. And defense blows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
Looking to move it through the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Hall. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this 1st down.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Flips it out in the flat. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Trying to get to it. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Aggies. How about that D coming up with a play like that? So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor. And make him forget that.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Offense set on 1st down. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. One more play to pad the stats. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He's taking a deep shot. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Winning those individual 6-second battles